look what I did. Okay, before you purists judge too harshly, it is showing that middle color as much brighter than it really is. Just so you know. I mean, welcome. My thing is tilting. If you want to watch like this, welcome. I look funny. Hi, Delia. Leah. I'm just going to keep looking worse and worse every live after the next, what, 23. I have 7 left. In 7, I'll just be like this. I'll be like, oh, hi. I'm kidding. I mean, I'm tired, but it's not your fault. Not this. Hi, ladies. So, I decided to come out and I thought, well, they're tired of seeing, they expect something to be done when they see this every night. So I was going to come out and work on it, and you know what I did? I had to add some Hey Sailor. I know it doesn't, you're not really getting a true picture of it, but this did need something, and I was going to search for a verse to put some lettering or something, but oh my goodness. Hi, Claudette. Good morning. I knew you would, Inga. It's uneven because I just waxed it, so it's not blotchy there. I mean, it is, but it's half wet with wax and half not. I just thought, you know how it was looking really green? Because look over here. Ooh, see over here? And it's beautiful, and you totally are allowed and have every right to prefer the greeny. The boho is great, but then when I've lightened it, it's just turned into a sort of a, and it was reminding me of sort of a seaweedy kind of marine, and I just thought, you know, instead of adding another coat of those things, I'm going to add a blue just to see. I may add white all over the whole thing or black. I don't know. Thank you. So I did all this with a putty knife. So I thought if I can finish this one sort of, I will do this half for you on the live really quickly. But look, come on, it's delicious. You're only allowed to agree with me. You're not allowed to say, ew. I'm kidding. I'm kidding. I just brushed it. I was going to do, and I still will. I'm going to put make a Hey Sailor wax. And I'll be brushing, after this is sealed, I'll brush that around in the grooves and everything. So that's why I can leave this blotch thing there where it dripped, and I was like, maybe I'll leave the drips, maybe not. But see how it's going to mix with the teal? So, but this gives it an overall kind of, you still have the greens in there, but there's a happier blue in there. I don't know how to describe it, but to me, it was looking a little too green in the lighter areas, not the deep. I love that. Hi, Miss Judy. Hi, Michelle. Oh, it does make me feel better. You guys come on, and I'm thinking, hey, I don't know, I'm not like alone, but I feel like, oh my gosh, I'm so tired, and then I see all these people, and you guys are all awake and alive in the universe, and what's my problem? Thank you, Lisa. Hi, Sherry and Charmaine. So let me just get to it. If you're just tuning in for the first time, or if you're watching on the replay, woo! I'm Kristen of She Paints, and I paint furniture and I paint canvases now on commission, and I'm excited about that. And I ship furniture across the country and things. Can't ever seem to, when I have a buyer, it's never just like in the next state over to where their shipping would be less expensive. I'm always like, oh, you're in California, sorry. But I mostly create videos to teach, to give women confidence to paint, because this is not difficult. And I want everyone to feel like they can. Because look right there, you can see the original mustard under there. Look at that, I missed it. Now that I'm down here. It's so easy with I'm a DIY paint retailer. It's a clay based, it has a lot of clay in it. It's highly pigmented, it's delicious. I forgot my point, I'm sorry. It's been a very long day. Late Night Warrior Club, I like it. Hi, Rhonda. I was gonna say, you can watch it in the morning. You don't have to, don't let me pressure you at all. I feel terrible. Yes, Kim. Well, and I did, this is waxed right here. It's just blotchy because I just threw it on, and again, it's like 40 degrees in here, so it's not ideal conditions for paint or wax. So it'll take a while, and it's not very smooth right now. So let me just do this side. I forgot what I was saying to you about, hi, Beth. You may hate it, I don't know. I wanted to add some more blue. This was too green right here. It's just not the boho part, but the lighter tones. And I'll still come back with white. But I thought I need some, to me, a navy, a brighter blue is a little happier, and it will play well with the deep greens, and I like it. So I did all this with a putty knife. I had to do a little boho. So I'm gonna move over here. Oh, I was gonna say I'm a content creator. I make videos so that people can see the things. This is not really making a video. This is, well, sort of, but you know what I mean. I edit them, and I have a YouTube channel that she paints, and I have a vlog there, and yeah, and I can put my link if you are watching this in the replay or what have you, and want to buy any of the paint, because like I said, it's delicious. I've been working on trying to get my booth ready, and I'm not really a booth, I'm not good at space decor, so I've been trying to figure out how to paint the things. Figure out how to paint. I mean, how to display the things. I'm not good at it. It's not my gift. Do ya? All right. Well, I'm about to do this like that. Dana. Good evening, everyone. Hi, Debbie. All right, so I'm going to get out of the picture and just try to get this so that you don't have to. And this thing is funny. I almost said maladjusted. I just mean it's. All right, so I'm going to. Is that close enough? If I do right here, you guys can see that? Yeah. Okay. And then, I don't know about you guys, I'm going to take a really, really, really hot bath. I know some of you it's morning and not evening. So tell me if you, are you guys one of those people that, I just thought of this, you know, think baths are kind of gross because you're sitting in your whatever. I don't. I love a hot bath. To me, there's nothing like water. It's kind of healing. Woo! And the hotter the better in the winter. Woo! Hi, Gail. Michelle, I wish, you know, together we'd be the perfect woman. I wish that, you know, and I can get help. It's just that that's more, by the time I research the things and then ask the people and then message the things, I am so far behind on all my messages, all my inbox thingies, all the comments, all the lives, all the emails. And so bear with me if one of you is waiting for that. I apologize and I will get to it. Yes, baths rock. Hot. No, I like it hot. I know that's probably not good for your skin. All right, so which one of these was I using? I honestly don't remember. Oh, this one. This smaller one. So what I have here, it's a new color to those of you who were watching. I'm going to scrape this off so I don't have uneven places in my putty knife. I'm just going to use this side. Woo! It squealed. So those of you who are following along in your books, this is Hey Sailor. It's a navy, but it's not a true navy because it's not like a deep, almost black blue. It's a little bit brighter than that. It's, you know, pretty much looks like that. It's kind of really pretty. And it plays well with a lot of the other colors of DIY. So here's what we do, just like when I was blending it. This time I'm not going to blend. Well, I do want it to blend. So I'm not going to, didn't seal this with wax after I went back over it. I could, and you could put on a boho finish with it just over the top of it, and that would look really cool, but I thought I do want it to blend a little bit because I want it to affect this color here, this light green. So, if that makes sense. Oh, you know what? My water bottle, I filled it up. Dag-dong-gone it. Gone it. I was trying to say dag-gone it. I am sorry, just one moment. A fluffer. I love that. I mean, I could look at the pictures, and if I had all the time in the world, I feel like I could go, okay, let's make that. But just looking at all the possibilities, you know, like I'm thinking, there are all these possibilities. That's overwhelming to me. If there was only one way to do it, I would be okay with it. That's why that's not a true creative for you right there, not a creative. Because I'd rather them say, oh, well, for this display, you have to put this here and make this box blue and then set this right here. And I would be like, on it. I am on it. But instead I'm like, ooh, we could do all these different things, but oh, I'm overwhelmed. All right, let me get my spray bottle. I'm so sorry. I put water in it. What a shocker. Water in a spray bottle? What? Oh, where is it? I'm back. Okay. Oh, but I wanted to tell you about, darn it, one thing that's been taking up my time, but it was well worth it, is making a video for some women in This and That's membership group about confidence. What? I know. But since I have a hard time getting out the different things, I made notes and everything. But then of course I had to whittle it way down because I wanted it to be about 5 minutes and it was about 30. No, those ladies don't have time to be in there. They want to paint. They don't want to go, oh, let's watch you talk for 30 minutes. No. So, but I just kind of prayed and I just had these words and I wrote them down and let me spray this. So see, that's what it looks like. Well, oh, there's a little wax still right there. I'm just going to spray all of this and we'll just see what happens. I was just playing with it. And that's the cool thing about these kind of paints. You can just paint right over it, especially while it's wet. I could even wipe it off if I wanted to, the top layer that I've done. As it starts to cure, the clay will make it more like adobe. Even if you don't seal it, eventually it will do that. But right now it's not. Oh, you won't be able to see. I can use my right hand, but it's also, well, here we go. Ambidextrous and upside down, that's right. Oh yeah, I did put wax on this. Look at it, looks like a watercolor. I'm in love. I am in love. I'm just gonna scrape it off. You guys, look. Now if I didn't use water at all, it would still be really cool. But you can scrape it this way. Oh my gosh. This is the good stuff to me right here. Dion says that. This is the good stuff. I love it. And you don't have to be afraid of it because, again, you can reactivate it with water, and as long as it's wet, you can do whatever you want to it, including taking it off, painting over it. And it is still wet because we just got it wet. That's why this is not scary. If it were maybe concrete or something, I would say if it was something that when I put it on, it's on, that would be kind of... So I'm going to not have it drip there, but what I'm going to do is add the blue in here so it can kind of mix. Ooh, there's a little white. So I'm just going to dip this in, put it on a little bit. Did I end up putting it right here? I think I did. No, let's just stick with here. You guys see that? It's an unfortunate angle, isn't it? There we go. Oh, boom. So I'm applying it with this, just dragging it up. But I don't want it to cover it completely. I want that beautiful teal to be through there too, so I want it to kind of mix. As long as you keep the putty knife at this really, really shallow angle, you can just use it to blend. Now, if this was wood under here, I mean, it's wood, but you know, it's got this heavy latex, whatever it is, coating of paint over it. So when if I distressed it, the yellow is going to come out, and I don't want that. So I don't get to have the fun of scraping it with the putty knife that way. But I'm going to do this. If you have questions, I hope you're asking questions, and I will get to them tomorrow, I promise. All right, so here's where I probably shouldn't add it, but I'm going to, because I can't help it. I want to put it right here, but the molding is in the way. I don't have a skinnier one. Oh, I don't care. I want a little touch of it right there, but probably I could add it with wax later. Yeah, all right, fine. That does have wax on it, so I'm gonna just wipe it a little bit. It's actually still adding a touch of blue. I should have a cloth with me because that way I can. Now drips are awesome. Most of my furniture, I have drips. It depends on what the piece kind of feels like. This one I'm feeling like probably not drips, just the watercolor look. So, but again, I can wipe that right off. We'll see. I don't know. I'm gonna put it right here too. And because my putty knife won't fit because of this beautiful molding, I'm gonna just go across this way. Ooh, I'm gonna do this. So I'm just adding it to the, oh shoot. There. Just add it to the high points for now and then see if we like that. I just wanted the blue, a truer blue, to mix with the greens and the teals. I like it so far. We won't stop here though. No way. Or we might. It's pretty stellar. So we can spray this again with water if we want it to be less. I want to drag it this way so that I'm going to. Well, you can see tracks here. So Inga, how have you been? Did you do your live? I'm really late because I was trying to get other things done so I wouldn't feel panicky while I was doing this one. You know what? See the difference in the, you can't see up there. I'm sorry. Dang, here, while we're here, let's do right here. You can see the difference in the blue and that deep teal, which again, I don't want to cover it up. I'm just going to add some to it and then kind of scrape it away, and that way it'll blend. I thought the two together would be pretty. And it would just make it a little happier. There's just no rules, guys. No rules. Except for making sure it's sealed properly so that it will last however many decades you want it to. So let's see if I put it on really heavily. Ooh, I see a flat surface right there. No flat surface is safe. And if I wanted to put it on very thick and let it kind of set up a little bit, the clay in there would make me, I could be able to make a big texture and delicious, but again, I really was initially I'm going to do a texture finish, but yeah, I'm not. I'm going to make sure it's kind of smooth and blended together. It can have the look of a texture, but I don't want it to actually be textured. Yup, liking it. I'll just put this blue on here, and since, of course, I don't want it to look like that. I mean, I shouldn't say of course. I could if I wanted. If it's your piece, again, you don't have to. You can do it how you want, and there's no right or wrong, because who gets to say that? Think about that when we're making art out of furniture. If there's a right and a wrong way, then I would want to say who gets to pick that. Now, if it's a wrong way that makes it, Kristen, don't get carried away now. I didn't want to carry the blue that far, I don't think. So I'll just wipe that off a little bit. Come back with it later. Oh, I can't wait to read your comments, but if I stop now, it's very cold. And Cinco is in his crate. And guess what? Last night, when he got to in there and what he was tearing up, Blake's birth certificate. But he didn't tear it all up. This is how you know there's a God. I mean, there's a lot of other ways that I know that there is, but he had gotten a hold of Blake's birth certificate, the only one, the copy. I mean, not the copy, the original. And he always shreds when he gets a hold of whatever. Plastic, rubber, paper, cardboard. He shreds it completely till he can't get a hold of the pieces anymore. But that birth certificate of my son was torn, a tiny little piece in the bottom, and it was just laying flat on the ground. Now tell me. That was God. It was him sending a guardian angel to go stop that dog from tearing up her boy's license. She'll lose her mind. All right, I'm going to come at it from this way because I want to blend it this way. Peekaboo, can you see from here? I did just say peekaboo. It's fine. The water. I'm going to spray. Oh, you can't see that. This is like a sort of a mist. I'm sure I can adjust it, but we'll let those blend a little bit. So that's why it'll drip, and I really was not. I may end up letting it drip. I may let it drip down this roll top. Oh my goodness, can you imagine? I just don't want it to be too, well, I would say I wasn't going to do boho, but I am. Sorry, I thought I could fix this, but I can't. Hey, Gail. Well, he doesn't know the difference in, you know, a birth certificate or anything else, and usually I kind of, you know, if it's something that is going to go in the trash, like the recycling, that's my bad, because from the time he was little, I was like, oh, well, that's a, you know, a 2-liter bottle. He loves those. He loves cardboard boxes. So if it was going to go in the recycling anyway, I'd be like, sure, go ahead. But, of course, he doesn't know the difference now. I'm going to go down again. I just could do this all night. This is just delicious. So that is mint chip underneath there, blended with, I think I blended it quite a bit, didn't I? With a bit of burlap first, but then I don't know how much of that there's left. Can't decide. Yeah, and this is my putty knife leaving those ridges. I can either get it cleaned off, or as it sets up a little bit, that clay in there will let you smush it back in, so it really wouldn't matter. Yeah, on the camera this looks a lot brighter, so I promise it's not as bright as the rest of the, it's not so much brighter than the rest of the piece. I'm gonna wipe it off in between and see if I can't get that to, yes indeed. Let's see, I can smush that back in because of the clay. It's astounding, I love it. I always say it makes you feel like an artist. Even if you're not. Oh, I was gonna wipe that. I know, you guys are watching, are gonna say, oh no, I like that. I might end up with the drips, but for now, I just wanna try to keep it relatively speaking to the other side a little bit. There's too much blue there, so I'm gonna spray that. I want the more blend a little bit. And then I'll be sure and wipe this water up, the excess, since it is a piano. And it's not just dripping on the floor like it would normally. I don't want it to drip down into the crevices, so I am gonna get that cleaned up. But I have to finish a bunch of things first. But, all right. So I'm gonna move in tomorrow because I couldn't do it today. I could not. And I'm still working on the things. Oh my gosh, can you see this? I don't think you can. I gotta move you right here so you can see this a little bit. Can you see right there? I'm just dragging that across. That's pretty. Now, obviously I need to put more coats because there's that mustard coming through because I keep watering down the paint, brushing it back to the front. So I love that right there. It's like a watercolor. Love it. So I think that, oh, what are you seeing here? Hi, thank you, ladies. Yeah, Gail, I always wax, you know, halfway through sort of. So that's how I end up doing it because usually I want to keep something. Like I already waxed this, you know, after I got a couple colors blended, I just throw some on because I like to know that's going to be there. I don't know. It depends on if I want it to all blend together, but usually I'm like, okay, I like these couple colors, let's leave those. So, yeah, it'll eventually, yeah, so I have to decide what I'm doing there, if that's going to be all kind of blended there, or if I'm going to keep that cleaner. I don't know. Definitely not right there. That's too messy. So, there. Trying to think where I could do next. I guess that's all. Oh, here. We can do this center. Why is this so crooked? Sorry. So you saw how I did the thing here, just for fun. I'll do something else later. We'll wax it and we'll do the things, but that just looks so organic instead of painted on. Not that there's anything wrong with painting on. I am talking too fast and too much, I feel like, and yet I feel like I can't really speak. I don't know. There. And I'm not sure. Did I put, yeah, I think I dragged the blue this way. Yeah, I think we're going to do that. And then maybe right here we'll drip it down. Oh my gosh. I don't want to yet. I think I want to get this all speaking to itself here. I think I need to add more boho blue actually right here now. Maybe not. I wonder if you can see that through there. Ooh. Oh, shoot. Anyway. So I'm dragging off a little more of that blue because now I'm losing the teal, and I don't want to lose the teal because I like it. Especially here in the darker parts. I like it. I don't know if you can see that or not. I apologize. This thing is a mess, and I don't know why. Okay. Ooh. All right, so that needs to blend more. I was thinking initially to let it stay in the middle, but that looks silly. I'm gonna drag that all the way across. Let's re-wet this. Oh, I forgot I waxed this over here. Look, that's gonna be better. And I need a larger, I'll do a little bit wider one. I have a even wider one. I feel like this one had a place on it too. Yep. See, if you just keep working this though, we can get to where we like it. because I couldn't make a watercolor painting to save my life. But I can with this paint and with a piece of furniture. Obviously, if I could get, I'm doing it at an angle because the camera's right here. I could get that to where there's no lines. I just need to, that's blending. This is how I do my faux reclaimed wood, could I say more? Tutorial. This is how I do the finish too, is this way, only just with, oh, look at that. See, it just left a thing. What is doing that? Not cool. And again, I can just smoosh it. So I'll just let that set up a little bit. If it starts to kind of dry, then it's easier to, since I want to keep that. That's just pretty. So, I mean, that's kind of pretty too with those lines, but I'm going to go over that again. Ciao, Patricia. Hi. Figliolia. Figliolia. Ciao. Thank you, Anne. Okay, so, oops. See, I don't want it to drip right there right now until I can figure it out. Okay, guys, look. See, I meant it this time. I am... Here, let's do this before I get off of here. Now, this is not, does not have enough, a thicker enough coat either. Looks like I just have one coat of boho blue on there that I watered down, so it's a little thin. But, wait, what are we looking at here? What is that? Oh, it's my putty knife. I'm looking sideways. I wanted to look at the, okay, can you see that? Yeah. So it's a curve, so I can't, I'm not going to scrape it across, but what I did on the other side was just kind of, I put it on this flat surface. And then we can spray it and just see. Let it drip a tiny bit. Maybe a little more. Wish I didn't have other things to paint right now, really. Well, no, because it's cold out here. I wouldn't stand here anyway. Just a year ago, I was painting in my garage all the time. I guess I had space heaters though and things, so, you know. What do you think of that? So pretty. Oh, I can't see your comments anymore. You're probably not leaving them because it's late. Or you're so amazed that you kidding. Oh, why'd I just do that? Well, it'll drip again. I like that, but it needs another basic coat of paint over there. Because again, if it were the wood showing through, that would be pretty, really pretty, but it's not. I should have probably done that on the edges. All right. Anyway, I hope you have, if you have questions, please, I hope you ask them. Or if someone was on here was able to answer them for you. That's gonna be really pretty. So y'all tell me, yes or no. Can you, like, thumbs up or thumbs down? In the replay, you guys let me know. Because it's not necessarily, well, I think probably I am going to leave that because I just like it too much. But it's still up for grabs, the whole piece. The piece as a whole. I still don't know. It's just sort of evolving every day, so I don't know. So I haven't even got down to here because I decided I got to add blue up here first. I want to get what I'm doing before I move on to other parts of it, so I don't know. I will need to add it down here because I don't want that to be a greener. So we'll see, but it's cold out here and I really got to get in the house. Thank you for watching. Hi, Catherine. So you guys know I will get on and see. I don't take it for granted. I don't go, oh, good, people are watching, bye. I will look and see who was, watching, and thank you, and respond if you asked a question. And if you said it's beautiful, I'll say thank you. What else? My brain is shutting off, which it's not that late, is it? I don't know. And my mouth looks orange or something. Looks like I've been eating a popsicle. Hi, Bonnie. Thanks for watching, Judy. I'm going to get caught up on yours, too. Normally I have a time that I do that, but I was working on that video. I was telling the women, oh, thank you, Catherine, if it was warm in here and I didn't have other things that I still need to do before I go to bed. And I'm not talking about the bath. I do have part of tomorrow to finish painting the little circles, the little wooden cutouts and all the things. Forgot what I was gonna say. Oh, I was telling the women in making the video that said, hi Laura, that said, I was talking about confidence, because most of us, unless you're really unusual, most women, even if they're, you know, some women won't ever admit it, they'll say, no, I'm great, I think that this is good, blah, blah, blah. But most of us, our first instinct is to go, you know, I don't know if it's very good. I don't know, do you think it's good? I don't know if I don't really know what I'm doing. I'm not sure. Instead of saying, you know, I think it's beautiful. Especially with canvas painting. And so I'm seeing that now as I'm kind of new to that, to real painting, kind of. I've just done abstract before, and I will continue to do abstract painting because I love that. But as I'm learning in this class by Anissa, so many of the women, you know, say, well, here's the first try, I don't know. And I do the same thing. When I posted the thing, I said, well, okay, now this part isn't done, but I'm still not sure. And that's fine. It's normal. It's human. But when a woman struggles with, when they, you know, our first thought is, I'm probably not good enough to do this. She's better than me, probably. I don't know. It's a lie, that little voice in our head. So I was saying, if you can approach the canvas or the piece of furniture with this, and if there's any men, there probably aren't. Yes, Mary Beth, it is. It was all mustard. It's mustard colored. It's an old lacquered chipping paint. I didn't, Catherine, I'm sorry. It's just, it was too late, and I have to get off the laptop. I could not get on there. And I didn't put one out on Messenger because it's later, and I don't like to do it every night. Normally I'm not doing, you know, live every day or every night. So I'll put them out, but since there's, you know, I'm doing them every night, the people that maybe don't even want to watch it are getting those notifications every night. And there's another one. I don't know. So it's hard to know. I don't do it, you know, for everyone. But if you are following me, and thank you, you have the 3 little dots that will say, you know, turn notifications on. So it'll say you will get a notification when She Paints goes live or something like that. And you can always mute those too. So that's okay, Karen. Oh, good, Laura. Me too. I mean, that's what I'm saying is I don't have it. I'm not like, oh, I'm totally confident. And you should never feel insecure. No, I mean, it's human. And I always say, no, don't say I'm great. And that's, I don't know how to address that. I didn't have a word from God about that. But I do feel like lately when I've been painting, it's sort of pretending. That's what I ended up doing. I was telling them how it sounds weird, but you can know in your head, like you're not insane, like, no, I think I'm this other powerful woman. But you can, every woman has had some experience where she knows that she has this power, this confidence, this thing. For me, it was like when I had children and when I realized how strong that love is. I mean, that's universal. It's like there's a power in that. Not necessarily just childbirth. That's, you know, because women that don't have children, you still have it. It's that thing that we love so deeply, or when we're willing to sacrifice for somebody. That's powerful to me. Before I had kids, I never was that. I didn't have the strength that I have now, and it's because I have that experience of like loving humans so much that I would lay down in front of a car. You know, we all have that for somebody probably. But it's this power, and so when you go to approach a canvas or a piece of furniture, I'm able to. It's not like I'm completely confident. I think, what am I doing? I don't know, but I sort of draw on that power that I think God gives women, maybe for childbirth. I don't know, but there's a thing. Even if you're usually timid, there's a thing. There was some time when you felt how strong you are. I can't explain it. This is why I made a video of it instead of trying to do a live in the group, because thank you, Bonnie. I didn't mean to be talking. I was actually going to do that, but I have to let that dry. And then I got off on this tangent about confidence, so sorry. Thanks for stopping by. Anyway, so I'm going to stop. I'm going to wrap it up. But it's a good thing. It's like this, you know, it's like I told them when you're acting, I read, studied a little bit about how, you know, to be a good actor, to be acting well, you're not really acting, you're becoming that character, and you're reacting like that person would. Not like, oh, I'm supposed to be mad. But if you're that character and something makes them angry, you're just gonna be angry. Hi, is it Aya? Maurice. Maris. Maurice. You probably can't phonetically. Hi. Lost my train of thought. You guys are probably like, woohoo, thank goodness. She stopped talking. I don't remember what. Somebody help me. Oh, well, I should stop. I should stop now. Oh, you can be aware of two realities at once, which sounds very woo-woo. But as an actor, like if I'm thinking, no, I'm her, but I haven't lost my mind and think I'm really her and I'm not Kristen anymore. So your brain can literally kind of be aware of sort of making this reality that you know isn't real, and yet it is for you right at that moment. So that's what I was saying, is that you can do that when you're painting to get that confidence without saying, but I'm not really that confident about it. But you can be like that, find that whatever made you confident at least once, if not a lot of times, and be like, this is gonna be beautiful. And somehow it affects the way the paint goes on there. I know, I told him it sounds woo-woo. Woo! Exactly. Because that's what I would do. It drives me crazy when I see actors, going, oh my goodness, Scott, you're terrible. I'm like, oh Lord, I would be like, you're terrible. I'm mad. I'm gonna be this mad person. Anyway, and so you have to think about what the character's feeling, not like Kristen. So I still was learning. I remember asking, actually he's almost my son's age because he's a prodigy director, but I was like saying, should I cross my arms right there when I'm really mad at this one scene? And he said, well, does the character cross her arms? I mean, does she cross her arms when she's mad? And I was like, I don't know. I didn't think of that. You're right, I'm acting instead of reacting. So it was actually bad acting because I was thinking, now I should cross my arms. So that meant that I was not really in the moment thinking like that character. I was thinking like me, like, okay, I'm acting. Should I do that? So anyway, yes, it is sort of multitasking. My eyes look really red and I don't know why. Well, I am kneeling on the garage floor, so that can't be helping me not be sick. Look at that, okay, squirrel, but look at that gorgeous color. I hate painting in the garage because it's so ugly in here, but look. Oh. So if you're late joining, what I did was decide to add some blue, like a light navy blue, and blend it with the other ones and do a little boho. So it looks like a painting. I really like that, but I still probably will blend it and do lots of different things, but it's wet, so I need to stop. Yes, Paula. And that's what I was telling them, but if you're thinking, I'm not sure if I'm doing it right, then you're not being you. You're afraid of what you're putting on there because you're thinking, but will this look stupid? And I was saying, that's, a little voice in there going, this might look dumb. People might think it's dumb. They're not. They're not thinking that. We just assume that they are, and they're not. I said, just tell the voice to shut up. Like, stop. Don't try to keep me from creating because I'm so worried about what people will think. Just pretend to yourself it's going to be amazing. And then you can change it if it's not. Girlfriend, Inga, I don't plan on working out here anymore. I did that for 1.5 years. I am not coming out here in this nasty thing. And it's tiny. I actually did use our patio heater. My husband bought one of those tall things like that they put on patios at restaurants. And I painted it in one winter in the garage with that running, with the gas. And then I read later, it's not supposed to be enclosed. So I lived through that, so that's good. No, why would I want to be when there's wood, not concrete, and it's cold. And I don't mind doing it if it's sunny. Hi, Debbie. Okay, look, my husband hung thingies. What you call it? Why would I want to? No, this is not. Our last house, the one we were renting, was a 3-car garage, and so it had another space that I made sort of a studio, but I've got one in the house now, and I'm thankful. All right, so that's what it looks like right now. We're gonna let it, whoa! Oh, I thought that was a water drip. Like, what is happening there? Hey, we could do a waterfall, couldn't we? Someone suggested that. If you're on here and you suggested it, then say, it was me. I think it was Jasmine. I don't think she's on. She's got little ones. Oh, if you could see this in the real time. Why is this crooked? All right, I get to start fresh tomorrow. I can't wait for a new day because this one is tired. Is it Karina or Corinna? Karina, hi. Okay, so this looks like a watercolor painting and I dig it. And I love the colors together, so we'll just see, what would you guys do? Let's say that this dries and I love it just like it is. I will wax it. You know what? Yeah, I think I should put a wax in the around here to highlight that. So I would use my Hey Sailor and I would put a little clear wax with it. And I can put that on right here so that it will be in those creases and bring this out even more. And kind of blend those two together, those areas. I think that would be good. But I'm not sure. Maybe do the same thing here as I did there, but I can't really because this is curved. So this is a beautiful curvy thing and I was not planning on using a putty knife on it. So I'm not sure how, any of you guys that are more creative than I, a way to mirror that but without the putty knife. Without getting too crazy. I might just sweep it across with a brush and make that the watercolor part. I like it. Allison, that's what I planned on doing originally, and because it was too empty, but then I thought, I gotta put this blue right here. So I still can, but it might be enough as it is. It's gonna be kind of busy now, so I'm not sure if I wanna put the words, but I won't know till I'm done, I think. I'm more concerned, I don't know what to do with this. I need to adjust the colors a little bit since I didn't add the blue down here. This is just those teals, the Bohemian blue. And then I don't even have the panel in down there, but I've got to do that. You know, before I do the next live on this piano, I will go ahead and fill down there because those are beautiful. Look at that, the petals. Can you guys see that? Here, I'm going to take the phone off. And then I'll hang up. I am live every day for another 7 days, so woo! If you want to hang out here or if you're watching on YouTube, thank you for being there. And let me know. Well, no, there's no, never mind. Ooh, thank you, Mary Beth. I like that. Hey, girl. So I want to show you this. Look down here. Look at that. Okay, I wouldn't paint that. We'll do something because it's all rusty. I don't often see hardware that I am going to leave and not do. I usually put layer paint on there and wax and then just dress it back out. But this, I don't want, that's amazing. So, you know what, I'm really hungry. I haven't eaten. Just letting you know. Just hit me. I was like, oh, that's why I don't feel very good either. Thank you. I can't see that whole comment, but I'll read it in a minute. Thank you for watching, y'all, and I'm going to get off of here. And Lord willing, I'm going to, what did I read today in my Jesus Calling thing? Maybe it was something else. It said, the best roadmap, and I mean, like, for me, it's like the minutes, literally the minutes through the day to know what to do next, because there's like 4,000 things just for the business, and it's very hard to decide sometimes, well, do I edit that, or do I go ahead and spend some time with these comments, or do I finish those orders, or do I, it's hard, and I don't know which. Okay, thanks, Inga. Thank you. And I will check out your live from tonight, unless you haven't done it yet, and then I will look at it here in a little bit, maybe in bed when I get there. It's going to be earlier than last night, because guess what? Didn't go to bed till 7 this morning. So that could be another reason I'm struggling a little bit. Thank you, Allison. I appreciate that. So, 7 this morning, and well, I'll go back and watch it. Probably not the whole thing, if it's like an hour, because I never know. It's always something different, which is cool. But since it's not something I do, I'm like, ooh, it's so pretty. I love looking at the mica. I love watching this, looking at the sparkles. Those are amazing. You guys that are on here, if you like to see different stuff besides this, Inga on here is Enchanted Wood Designs with a Z on the end, because there's a lot of different ones. And she does things with, you know, epoxy and micas and wood cutting and vinyl, I don't know, all the things. Oh, okay. Very cool, interesting things, and a lot of stuff with unicorn spit. Just a whole variety of stuff. Like every night it's some other thing. I'm like, I don't have that many supplies. They're awesome, but I'm overwhelmed with just the paint that I have. Have you seen? I know, Catherine, it was dumb. But I was working. I was trying to get that video made and edited, and, well, anyway, you don't want to hear about that. That's so pretty behind me, I gotta say. Woo! But I'm not sure to do the rest. It'll need to be a little less, it just feels like it's taken a long time because I've just been doing it on lives. Hi, Michelle. I'm gonna go. It's nothing personal. It's not because you popped on there. I was just saying I stayed up till 7 this morning, and then slept till 10. But it was 3 hours. So I was like, Kristen, quit being a martyr. So what? People go without sleep all the time. You're fine. So I did that. No. Oh, I know. You showed me all of it. You can't even move around in there. You got so much stuff. And finish that. But who's the hall bench for? I thought that was for somebody. You need to finish that and get it out of there. GF, my girlfriend. Yeah. So I appreciate you guys watching. Is that a drip right there? I'll need to work on that. Oh, it's just the way the light's hitting it, but still. I will want to go smooth that off later. All right, I'm going to let it dry before I do anything because, again, you can reactivate it with water, so it's not like as it dries, now it's set forever. But I need it to dry, that layer, so before I can know what to do next. Oh, okay. That's exciting. I don't know how you do all those things. I mean, you want to, I'm sure. You like being that busy. I truly don't. Although, I mean, last night I was thinking, if I was sad about the dumb birth certificate, if I didn't have a job that was very, very, 20 hours a day, I probably would have gotten what he was doing, because I probably would be like, just gonna lay down on the bed and just go to sleep forever and ever. I don't know. All right, thank you guys for watching, and I would love if you share this or give it a like, or tag a friend. Not especially, if they think you shouldn't paint furniture, because I'd like to show them the before and show them that this will be this beautiful, it has new life, It was just sitting in a Habitat for Humanity restore all by itself. So now it's new and going to be pretty, and it will have another life somewhere. Not a life like woo-woo life, but you know what I mean. Okay, thank you for watching. My arm's going to fall off because I took the thing off the thing. And I will see you guys tomorrow if you pop in. Thanks.